So what God did for them in the Old Testament was that any dimension of God you need part-time, the way he hands over that dimension to you is that he encapsulates it in a name. So the purpose of the names of God is not for nomenclature. It doesn't need to be introduced. He is the creator of all things. So we all know him intrinsically. He said that light is the true light that lighted every man that cometh into the world. So God's naming is not for introduction. It's for dimensions. His names trap his dimensions. And there are two dimensions to his name. There are the Elohimistic names of God and there are the Jehovahistic names of God. So you have El Shaddai, El Elyon, Elohim, El and El. All of that speaks of his power to provide and to save. Then you have Jehovah, Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Shammah, Jehovah Shalom. All of that speaks about his dominion. So he dominates hunger, he dominates sickness, he dominates crisis. So the names of God are designed to capture his dimension. So when Abraham had a need, he didn't need the God that dominates, he needs the God that provides. So it was El Shaddai that came to him. And when Abraham was dying, he didn't give his children cows, because if you give them cows will finish. So the way they blessed them was to impart them the names that they have collected. So when God met Moses, he said, I revealed myself to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob as the El Shaddai. That's why they all walked in abundance. That's the mystery of the names of God, to track different dimensions of God. When Moses was going to Pharaoh, he needed a new introduction. El Shaddai will not work, because you are going to confront Pharaoh. Pharaoh is a warrior. You need another dimension. So he introduced himself as Yahweh. I am that I am. Jehovah Elohim. And so Moses showed up and confronted the greatest king of all time and said, the God of the Hebrews have sent me. Let my people go that they may serve me. And Pharaoh refused. He dropped one plague. He refused. He dropped another plague. The last time Moses showed up, you know what Moses told Pharaoh? You will not see me again. That means it's an honor for you to see me, because he came in the name of the Almighty, the Sabaoth. He came in the name of the warrior, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. And Pharaoh thought it was a joke. That night, every firstborn son, both of man or beast, died. And Pharaoh said, go tell him to carry all the Israelites and their cattle and everything out. When they were going, Pharaoh now thought it was a mistake and started running. And Moses went to God, please save us. Shut up. Do you know who you came in? You came in the name of the I am that I am. You are self-sufficient. Pharaoh is too small. In fact, in Exodus 7:1, he said, I have made you a God to Pharaoh. Pharaoh is not your contemporary. Pharaoh is not your enemy. Pharaoh is your servant. And all of that was because of a name, Yahweh Sabaoth. And he told Moses, face the sea, stretch your rod. And Moses stretched his rod. And suddenly, the Bible said, with a blast of his nostrils, he parted the Red Sea, and they saw the water separate, and water stood like ice block, and over 5 million men walked through the water on dry ground. The Israelites thought it was a hurricane. It's not a hurricane, it's Jehovah Sabaoth that was running. When they entered, the water swallowed them. That's the power and the excellency of name. But you see, in the New Testament, we don't need El Shaddai, we don't need Sabaoth, we don't need El Elyon, we don't need El Nisi, we don't need Jireh. You know what God did? He aggregated all his dimensions together and buried them together at once, and he called it Jesus. So when you say Jesus, you call Elohim. When you say Jesus, you call Jireh. When you say Jesus, you call Sabaoth. When you say Jesus, you call Rapha. When you say Jesus, you call Shalom. Somebody shout. He said he pleased the Father that the fullness of the Godhead should dwell in him bodily. So when I say Jesus, poverty goes down, sickness goes down, deliverance takes place. The name of Jesus becomes the answer. And that's why the battle of the early church was the name. They won the Acts 5, 17, 18, 34, 40, 41. Never preach in that name. Because when they call Jesus, the full dimension of the invisible God manifests. When they call Jesus, healings take place. Silver and gold have I none, such as I have. And you are wondering, what do you mean by such as you have? You are pronouncing a name. The name is not a nomenclature. Is a custodian of a dimension. When I say Jesus, the possibilities of healing are released. That's what they did. They knew the foundation of that name. Every time we call Jesus, we are not trying to introduce God. Every time we call Jesus, we are trying to unlock dimensions. We unlock healing. We unlock deliverance. We unlock prosperity. We unlock power. We unlock favor. We unlock wisdom. Because Christ is the power and the wisdom of God.
Thank you for watching this video. We trust you have been tremendously blessed. To get more messages by Apostle Michael Orokpo, kindly join our Telegram channel by following the link on your screen. Your life will never remain the same. God bless you.